Hello everyone, my name is Sam from Zero Guilt Kitchen. Today, I'm not really gonna cook a meal. I'm just gonna give you the technique that I use to cook steak. So as a personal trainer, I'm a big believer that red meat is key to building healthy muscle. And I've been asking a lot of my clients that are not chefs either, myself included, to have red meat in their diet. A lot of the feedback that I've gotten during the years is that it's very difficult to cook, especially in a healthy way, without salsas and all. Steak is a technique that you gotta kind of learn, even if you watch a lot of YouTube videos or recipes from chefs. It's just quite not that easy to get your hands to cook steak. I just use an oven to cook my steak. I know it's cheating. A lot of those people watching right now could think, but for me, an easy, quick way to cook steak with just an oven is how I'm going to do most of my red meat. I use Scotch fillet as my go-to for a fatty red meat, and I use fillet for my lean red meat. For my nutrition program for my clients, I either give them lean meat or fatty meat depending on the timing of the meal. And so this is going to be your lean meat and your fatty meat. I took this out of the package about 45 minutes to an hour ago. You really want to make sure that the meat is not cold when you're going to start cooking it. It's just a muscle, right? And the muscle will contract and push out a lot of the juices that will otherwise, be inside the steak if you control the temperature better. So it takes away from the taste. So I like to take my time and leave the steaks out. All you gotta do is just leave it out, 45 minutes to an hour. The next thing that I do is about 10 minutes before cooking, I just get a little bit of olive oil, not too much, just a little drizzle on top of every steak. And I coat my steak with olive oil so that, you can kind of prevent that just escaping. All right, so we're just gonna leave this for about 10 to 15 minutes, kind of the oil to get around into the steak. And now after that, we're just gonna season it, okay? Salt and pepper is what I usually do, but if you wanna spice it up a bit more, add garlic and different herbs, you can do that as well. I tend to use rosemary, thyme, and some garlic powder, but that's really up to you. You can just add things as you'd like. While I'm getting my steak resting, waiting for the temperature to go down with that oil coating on it, all I'm gonna do is just preheat the oven. I'm gonna put the oven onto the fan-forced bake setting. If your oven has that, that's the way I go. Otherwise, just the regular bake setting. And I put the temperature down to about 180 to 200 degrees and make sure that it's preheated fully before I put my meat in it. It's pretty close to room temperature, and we got the oven ready to go. If you have time the day before, you can do something like a brine so that the salt gets into the steak. But one mistake that a lot of people make is they put the salt onto the steak just about half an hour before it goes into the oven, and that's bad. The juice, it's salt, so it's gonna take out the moisture out of the steak, right? It's just not right. It's gonna taste like shit. What I do is I put the salt onto my steak just about 5 minutes before it goes in, okay? And probably you will have to salt your steak as you eat because a lot of the salt is not gonna stick onto the meat, but that's a better way in order to keep the juice. Everything's about the juice here. The juice. Juice. Okay, pepper first. Just a little bit of cracked pepper. If you don't like pepper, don't worry about it. Make sure you do both sides. And salt, as much as you'd like. There's a lot of people used to say that salt is bad for you, heart rate and everything. I think that's bullshit. It's not that bad for you guys. Well, keep on telling my clients to have more salt. Salt is essential and it makes things taste really good. We happen to have a really big oven in the Zero Guilt kitchen, but that's a tray. And what I do is, in order for the heat to circulate and go under the steak as well, I use a grill tray as well under. You want the heat to circulate around the meat. Goes onto the pan, give it a bit of distance between them, and then we will take it inside the oven. So the oven's ready. This goes inside. Okay, it's in. And we're just gonna leave it like this Give it about 8 minutes. Oven mitt, no oven mitt. It's gonna get hot. Oh, stop. I need meat. Okay, so steak's almost ready. Actually ready. Using meats. Take it out, and this is how it looks. Scotch fillet is out, and I'm gonna leave these ones, the fillets, for a little bit longer. Okay, and we're just gonna put these ones back in the oven because they're thicker for about 2 minutes, maybe 3. If you're too soft, it's not cooked. So again, we're not chefs here at Zero Guilt Kitchen. We do have a lot of experience kind of prepping meals and eating clean. Over the years, we developed our own little techniques, shortcuts around the kitchen to make things taste as close as guilt-infused meals. You're not gonna be seeing us using high-end cooking techniques, but more easy to follow, quick to cook kind of ways around the kitchen. So you've taken the steak out and you're hungry. The biggest mistake people make is they just go ahead and slice it, start eating it straight away when the steak is still hot. Don't do that. Don't do that. That will be the biggest mistake you will make cooking a steak. Leave it for about 10 to 15 minutes, just outside of the oven. Some people wrap it in a foil. Don't worry about it. Outside of the oven, on the tray, leave it for about 10 to 15 minutes and let it rest. Have you ever cooked a steak and sliced it and you had all that blood or that juice come out and then the steak is tough or just tasteless? That's exactly what's gonna happen. Okay, so we let the eye fillet cook for a little longer, and it's been about 2-3 minutes now. I'm gonna take them out, and they look a little flatter now. To the touch, they're a little firmer. The steaks have been resting for about 10 minutes or so. We're gonna slice them and see how they look inside. So, you can see we let it rest and you don't really see a lot of juice falling out. Okay, I'm gonna start with this one. I'm just gonna cut it in half. Let's see. Alright, so this is how it looks like. Pretty even cook. The benefit of having it done in an oven is that you get consistent cook around. If you have it in a pan and you're not really sure what you're doing, you get one side that's charred and one side that's not that cooked. In an oven like this, it's a lot more even. That was a Scotch. I like it. Put that on the side, and we're gonna slice the fillet. It's a bit thicker. Let's see. And pretty good. It looks exactly how I imagined it. Everything's about timing. Take it out, let it rest for an hour or so. As you let the temperature of the meat get where it should be before and after cooking, that's when you get a pretty good result with the steak. Slice it and give it a try. It's really good. So I can eat this every day. There you have it, guys. Just a simple oven steak, as tasty of a steak as possible in an as easy method at home. Fatty red meat, it's something that's pretty common on a nutrition plan, or lean red meat, and you want to make it taste good and not just have ground meat, minced meat every day. Then this is how I do it. Shake up a little bit more salt on it. That's it. All right, I'm just gonna slice this so we can eat. Thanks.